Welcome back, everybody. Our stories define us, and those stories are made up of your voices. Here's a look at what's ahead this hour.
When I sing, I always acknowledge my trans ancestors because they give me life.
Number 4, Monroe Lace.
Every time I put on the sash, the weight of it reminds me of the weight of my job, of the responsibility that I have to make a difference for young children.
To wear clothing that doesn't fit is a kind of synecdoche for the kind of most metaphysical, just not fitting in, period.
Just the way it fits me, it kind of makes me into like the boxier shape that I like.
The clothing is achieving the silhouette that aligns with the person's sense of gender identity and presentation.
People want to be seen, people want to be valued for exactly who they are.
Hope, Love, Pride. Proudly presented by Pet Food Express and Broadway's San Jose.
Just want to underline what you just heard. Did you hear that? People want to be valued and seen for exactly who and what they are. We're doing that for you today. Welcome back. Much love to you on Pride Sunday. I'm Cowan. It's the message in the studio and the message on the Pride Parade route, seen and heard for who and what you are. Let's go back out live to Kelsey Thorwood with more hope, love, and pride. Hello, my friend.
Hey, Reed, the party is very much underway right now. We have all sorts of people going by in the parade. We actually just saw a bunch of cheerleaders going by earlier. There's all ages of people out here, and that is one of the important aspects of Pride, right? It is families coming out here, parents and kids coming out here, and there's been a lot of discussion lately about what's been going on with LGBTQ issues in schools, and we actually met Susan here. Susan, you said you're from Alameda County and you have a high schooler?
That's correct.
So what has it been like for your family over this last year with all of the discussion going on regarding LGBTQ issues in schools?
I think we're fortunate to live where we do because I feel like my daughter's safe in her school and her friends are safe. I feel very sorry for youth in other communities, other states who aren't allowed to be who they are. I think it's really tragic, and I think we should support them.
What do you think events like this and just having the parade, having people of all ages in the parade can do to kind of help with students and families who are dealing with some of these issues?
I think it's great for youth to see people like them out in the public, and it just helps them know they're not alone and that there are people there for them.
Thank you so much, Susan. I'm glad you're having fun. And you know, Reed, we met people like Susan out here all morning long. There are families, students, kids out here on their own, just everybody out here having a great time, clearly expressing themselves. And that's really, of course, what this parade is all about, Reed.
Hope, love, and pride. And to our viewer, Sean, who asked me where I got my shirt, I got it off of Amazon. I'm not very fancy. Kelsey, thank you so much. And you're about to meet my co-host for this next hour, somebody who took the desire to be seen and heard to the field at Oracle Park. Bay Area trans opera star and my new friend, Brianna Sinclair.
Welcome to Oracle Park, the home of your San Francisco Giants.
If you play this moment back, you see Bay Area trans opera star Brianna Sinclair in a private moment. She has to take a breath to steady herself. As a singer, performing the national anthem is tough, but tougher still at a sporting event during a time when people like her are a political target. That's why what happened 2 hours before walking onto the field was important. Brianna enters the Castro Theater to warm up and get in touch with the energy of those who came before.
I always say the music always guided me to who I am today, and so when I sing, I always acknowledge my trans ancestors because they give me life.
Life and the living of it, like anyone else, she says, is all people on the margins want. People of color and trans people.
We are still dealing with, you know, racism and transphobia and stuff like that, and we're still working on being united.
Brianna tells me just 2 years ago, she was homeless. And like other trans people who studies reveal struggle with job and housing insecurity, she too found the journey tough. It's why getting her footing at home in the Castro was important before crossing from one world to another. The drive to Oracle Park, game day.
I can say that singing the anthem in a sporting event is very nerve-wracking for me.
Will the crowd welcome her? Will they see her as worthy of claiming the promises of the free and brave land, as the lyrics to the song say? They're questions that elevate the nerves.
Please welcome transgender operatic soprano, Brianna Sinclair.
This brave beginning was Brianna's moment to learn the answers to the questions.
When I sing, I just want us to all feel united, all judgment aside, and just be who you are, be authentic.
Brianna Sinclair says her voice makes her a vessel. She'll never know, she says, who is in the crowd hearing it, who in the crowd maybe sees her for the first time while listening. But she knows people can change and says there's hope.
There is hope for the trans and gender nonconforming community. I think we're just at a very difficult time, but I do believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is only one way, and that is up. We're going to survive this. We are going to get through this.
Getting through until the message in the anthem applies to all. Joining me now live, my new friend. Let me take your hand, sweet friend. Brianna Sinclair. I was off to the side. I got a little teary when you hit those high notes.
Yes.
When we walked in, you were nervous. When we walked off, you had a big smile. What was it like to perform there in an athletic arena, not knowing if people were going to be accepting? You were brave. What was that like?
I think singing in a feel that's bigger than you, it's larger than life.
Right.
I was really nervous, but I always realized as a singer that I not only sing for the people, but I also sing for the community.
Right.
And that is so important to, just give yourself in gratitude and just allow people to hear the music and be blessed by it.
Be blessed by the music. I love that. I heard Liza Minnelli recently say on social media, I'm not singing to a crowd. I'm singing to you. And I felt that you were doing that. I thought it was so beautiful. How important is it that people are seen and celebrated and heard, especially during hard times, Brianna?
We are going through a really difficult time. I think it's so important that, like you said, our voices need to be heard, our stories need to be seen, especially for trans LGBTQIA kids. They need to see trans leaders and gender nonconforming leaders just, doing their activist work and showing the world that, we are human beings and we can achieve anything. And I want people to feel that, that especially within my community and the trans community, that we can be doctors and lawyers, pharmacists, and I think right now, because of all the stigma that's on us, it's making it really hard for us, and it's a struggle. So
one of my favorite memories from my childhood, I was climbing a ladder. I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and I was scared to climb that ladder up to the rooftop where my dad was putting the roof on our house. I'll never forget his hand on me saying, I got you. I got you. And I had the confidence to take those next steps to ascend to a new height. It's so important from the top down that people hear that and feel that, I got you. And allies exist. They do exist at the top levels of our business community and our government. In fact, listen here, Brianna. Here is a message from the President of the United States, Joe Biden, saying, I got you.
I want to send a message to the entire community, especially to transgender children. You are loved. You are heard. You are understood. And you belong.
So this year, President Biden hosted the largest celebration in White House history, and often the United States leads the way, joined by other leaders in other countries. So let's expand our view. Feel the love. Worldwide love. This is how Pride is celebrated around the world. Lots of dancing on the streets of Tel Aviv during Israel's annual Pride festivities. Then in Rome, Italy, tens of thousands took part in this parade. It passed in front of the world's most iconic landmarks, of course, the ancient Colosseum. Brazil, no stranger to Pride celebrations. The streets packed for Sao Paulo's 27th annual Pride Parade. The mood's celebratory. Rainbow flags, colorful outfits, and lots of joy and love. And Brianna, we literally are a worldwide community. We were, getting ready for this, and I said, I want us to think while we're here that we're not only talking to the people in the Bay Area, but that there's probably some kid streaming somewhere in rural America right now who needs that hope, needs that love, needs that pride. What do you say to the child who is confronting gender identity right now in the world? Where's the hope?
I think the hope is to keep going. I think sometimes it's a hard path, but I do always say that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. And when you keep going and be persistent, you will get to where you need to be. And it's not easy. And so I am just, just grateful, through my journey. The struggle was hard, but I am who I am today because of that struggle. And that struggle makes us all stronger, and it builds character and perseverance. And my mother used to always say there's power in numbers. And community is a form of activism because we are all together and we are coming together, different shades of color, everything. And it's really important that we all work together as a community and not be separate.
When I see my kids wake up in the morning, I think, I'm so glad I chose to live. Do you ever feel that? I'm glad I chose to live?
Yes. When I started my transition, I wanted to commit suicide a lot of times.
And we know the numbers are astoundingly high.
Yes, and it's terrible. It's just because the world does not want to see the community succeed. They continually want to push us to the ground. And that can be a heavy burden, to carry. And so I don't want people to feel alone, especially within the trans and GNC community. We should not allow that burden to stop us from being our authentic self, And it's a powerful thing when you're in your authentic self.
It is. You're locking into something that's bigger than all of us. And to the young person out there who might be watching right now, I just want to tell you, keep going, like Brianna says. We need you on this planet. Your life matters. Choose another day, because it just might lead to a celebratory day like this. In fact, I promise it will. And, as we look at Pride celebrations in all lands, be they kings or queens and crowns, presidents, we're mindful of our local queen and the crown she took by living her authentic truth. Here's Liz Cook and her story about Miss San Francisco, Monroe Lace.
Number 4, Monroe Lace.
It's a moment Monroe Lace will never forget. Earlier this year, she was crowned Miss San Francisco.
It felt like a dream because it's been a dream that I've had for years, since I was a child.
But she didn't just win the title.
Though I'm Miss San Francisco, I know that my impact is much greater than that.
Monroe is the first transgender winner in the pageant's 99-year history. The crown and sash are more than just accessories.
Every time I put on the sash, the weight of it reminds me of the weight of my job, of the responsibility that I have to make a difference for young children.
As part of her Miss San Francisco duties, Monroe visits a different elementary school in the city almost every day.
Hi, everyone.
Today, she's reading a book called Sparkle Boy to the 4th grade class at Tenderloin Community School.
Mama went upstairs.
It wasn't that long ago that Monroe wasn't sure if her own story would have a happy ending.
So 4 years ago, I ran away from home. And in the middle of the night, I packed everything in a single suitcase. because I'd rather be loved and homeless than be in a home that didn't love me.
Monroe has lived in this SRO, or single room occupancy, for the past 4 years, the longest of all the other tenants. This beauty queen has seen firsthand the ugliest sides of the city.
One of my neighbors overdosed a few months ago, and I think to me that really shows how important public safety is in the city, and that's what my platform is. My story isn't unique. That's the unfortunate truth. There are so many other transgender women who have the same experiences I do, and they are not as lucky.
Those experiences helped prepare her for what came after she won the title.
I've gotten death threats. I've gotten really just mean comments about my appearance or the way that I look. Even though there are haters hateful comments that say those things, I also know that there is a trans kid out there or a victim out there who is reading that story as well, and maybe not commenting, but are reading it and saying, I'm going to be okay. And that's what I'm reminded about.
Later this summer, she will compete for Miss California. But in the eyes of 4th grader Camila Soberanis, she's already won.
It was beautiful because I didn't care if she was like a boy or a girl who came in my class. And it was just like normal.
Proving that some victories are more valuable than a crown.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. I forgot that I have my crown on my head.
So, Brianna, you make this look easy. Monroe makes living out as a trans woman look easy, but we know it's not. You shared with me that part of your journey years ago was that you were also homeless, and that is a reality. Our trans brothers and sisters have difficulty with jobs, having a place to live. Where is the hope in the face of those realities?
Yeah, it's very troubling to know that, like, especially within our trans and gender nonconforming community, you know, there's this consistent theme of us being homeless, not getting employment, and that has to stop because, like I said, we are human beings, and we deserve to be treated as human and not as, we should not be discarded. You know, I think it's so important that our humanity is noticed first because, you know, if someone is homeless or on the street or fighting for their lives or a victim, you know, we need to feel loved and we need to feel cherished. And I just want humanity to realize that trans and gender nonconforming people, we are all human beings, just like you are, trying to live our daily lives the best way we know how.
So many people know what it feels like to cradle their newborn in their arms, to look at that newborn and see wonder and beauty and the life in your arms. And to those people who are still trying to understand what it is to be trans or gender non-conforming, I would ask you to go back to that feeling when you held a newborn in your arms and the wonder and the love, just unconditional love you felt for that child, and hold our trans community with that same love. Wonder, because when you get to know our trans community, they're beautiful. Brianna, I remember when I interviewed you, I asked you the question, when did you know for the first time you were beautiful? That question took you back. I wasn't just talking about how beautiful you are in the world, but also internally as well. When did you know you were beautiful?
Yeah, I mean, like, since I was a kid, you know, when I was 5, that's when I knew that I was trans. And actually, the funny part is, you know, since The Little Mermaid is out.
Just saw it last weekend.
I was obsessed. I don't know what it is with Ariel and The Little Mermaid. But I used to always pretend like I was Ariel. I remember, you know, taking my mother's forks and combing my curly hair. My little curly fro as a kid, thinking that.
Did you have a dingle hopper?
But I think the significance of The Little Mermaid is that, you know, she wanted to have feet. She wanted to be human. She wanted to see that world. And I think that's why myself and many, you know, folks relate to The Little Mermaid, because it's about feeling belonged.
Part of the world.
Yes, being a part of that world. But then at the same time, it's about loving who you are and loving every stage that you're going through in life. You know, my struggle when I was homeless in 2010, when I was in New York City, it was difficult, but I think I knew that I just, something deep inside of me knew that things were going to get better. But it was a difficult moment, and I'm glad that I had that moment because it made me who I am today.
And you found your voice. You
Yes.
found your voice. So a reminder to all of you at home that are having your house party, snap a Pride house party pic, post it on Twitter using the hashtag KPIX Hope, Love, and Pride. You just might see yourself not only in this broadcast, but in other broadcasts to come.